YouTube. I decided that I should probably do a video on my beliefs and how I came across my path. I'm trying to be quiet because my dad can hear everything. I actually started this video already and was doing great and totally on a roll, and then knock on the door. Who are you talking to? I'm doing a YouTube video, Dad. Now I have to start all over again. Damn it. Okay, so I'm trying to be quiet. I hope you can hear me. Yeah, I already did a video on my beliefs and all that, but I don't think I really went into detail very much, so that's what I'm going to do now. Okay, and I wrote down a bunch of stuff and then I just gave up because, you know, I figured it's going to take me forever to write it all down. I might as well just go for it. Okay, well, first and foremost, I am a pagan. I am a country pagan. I live in the country and I love it. I wouldn't have it any other way. I love the earth. I love nature. Everything that entails. The trees, the grass, the leaves, the sky, the sun, the moon. Everything. Well, the sun and moon aren't really earth. But yeah. Anyways, you know, Earth is our home. It needs to be protected and taken care of, just like it's done for us all these years. And because people haven't done that like they should, now Earth is lashing out on us. So hopefully we can get back on the right path with that. I celebrate and honor the Sabbats to stay in touch with nature and the earth. I'm also Wiccan. I fully believe, and it harm none, and ye harm none. Do what ye will. And meaning as long as, and then as long as you harm no one, you can do what you will, do what you want. Harming no one also means not harming yourself, because you are sacred too, just like the next person. I am a devout believer in karma. Karma is a bitch. I've learned that the hard way countless times. What you send out will come back to you eventually in some form. You know, you throw a ball, it's gotta land. You know, what goes up must come down. The law of cause and effect. It's a domino effect, you know. You do something, it's gonna cause a ripple, and it's gonna come back to you. I have a very deep and devout connection with deity. I call it both God and Goddess. It just depends on how I'm feeling at the time, you know, what I need. God or Goddess is not just male or just female or white or black or human or animal, you know. It's everything. It's nothing and everything at the same time. I also consider myself a green witch. I work with the energies available to me to create balance and harmony in my life, and when I have a need, I work with those energies to manifest what I need. I always try to be honest, and I make sure that my will is for the greater good, and that I'm not messing with destiny or fate. You know, that's very important, because if you do a spell for a wrong reason, it's not going to turn out good. It's not going to turn out the way you want it to. It's just a bad idea from the start. And I work with herbs whenever I can. Herbs. I love herbs. That's not all the herbs I have. That's just the main ones I work with. As for special gifts, witchy gifts, I've always felt a very deep connection with animals. Cats in particular. I've always been attracted to them. They've always been attracted to me. You know, I'm always befriending a cat. Ever since I was a kid, you know, I could never stay away from cats. And it's the same with dogs too. Just, I've always felt more connected with cats. But with the dog that I have now and have had for 6 years now, I have a very, very deep connection with, on a soul deep level. Almost more than with the cats. Me and my dog Abby, we have this telepathic connection. I swear we can speak to each other from miles away. We can communicate without words, just with a look. You know, I give her a look, she knows. This could also be connected with my other gift, besides animals. It's kind of a toss-up between animals and empathy. I am a very strong empath. It's actually more of a curse than a gift, and a lot of people will say that because emotions are a very difficult thing to deal with. And I've always been a very emotional being. When I was little, I would cry over the littlest things, you know, even just somebody looking at me the wrong way, I'd cry. As I got older, I found that I could sense somebody's emotions just by being close to them, and they would almost rub off on me. So by sensing them, I could feel them in myself. So I cannot be around people who are overly negative, because I get very nerved up, and I get a lot of anxiety. If somebody, like my sister for instance, she has a lot of anxiety problems, and I can't be around her a lot of times because of that, because it rubs off on me, and I'll have a panic attack right there. I'll freak out and start hyperventilating. It's like, over the past year I've noticed that if I'm in Walmart and it's a very crowded time, I can't, I end up having to leave. You know, I rush out of there. I'll push through people and get out of there, and people give me weird looks. But yeah, it's like if too many people are around me, it's almost like claustrophobia. You know, I start hyperventilating, I'll start crying, because it's like they're not even touching me, but I can feel them. You know, I can feel the body heat, and the emotions. You know, if they're real worked up and anxious, it bothers me even more. And this is just over like the past year that I've started noticing that, so I know it's getting even stronger, and that's scary because it's already a really strong thing. So I think pretty soon I'm going to start working on that, working on controlling it, blocking it, I'm gonna have to, because yeah, I just can't. No, I can't handle it anymore. Okay. And thirdly, I have always felt psychic, for lack of a better term. It's not very strong. It's a very subtle thing, but it's strong enough to where I recognize it and I see it. And as I've gotten older, it's gotten a little bit stronger. I think if I worked at it more, which I have been, I could really develop that gift. My sister's the same way. And a cousin of mine is a psychic, and she's very good at what she does. I just discovered this over the last year, and I was just so excited because I'd always known that it had to have run in my family, because my niece and nephew are the same way too. They've come to me about, you know, having dreams that come true or getting flashes of things, you know, which is exactly like me. That's how I am. And I always knew that it ran on my grandmother's side, on my grandmother's side, on my mom's side of the family, because she was a very emotional person, and so I always kind of sensed that it came from her. And when I asked my distant cousin about this, the psychic, she said, I asked her, do you have any idea where, you know, our gift originated, where it came from, which side of your family? You know, and she said she thought it came from my grandmother. And so that kind of confirmed it for me. It was so awesome, you know. I'm getting chills right now just from talking about it, but and that's where I ended with writing it down, so now I'm trying to think, but I think that's about it. I've only got 2 minutes left, so I'm going to try and talk fast. Real quick, I first started getting interested in Wicca when I was about 12, 13. My sister was a witch, and, you know, I kind of followed in her footsteps, and it always stuck with me. I really got serious about it about 2 years ago, and discovered, you know, the meaning of goddess, you know, what goddess is, you know, and started getting a real understanding for it, and paganism and all that. And then I came across these books in the library called the House Knight series, and that's what really made me understand the concept of goddess. And I owe my path to those books. Those books really helped me become who I am today, the witch I am today. It's a vampire novel, but they're really witches. You know, they drink blood and stuff like vampires, but they worship the vampire goddess Nyx, which is actually a real goddess, the goddess of night. But they're awesome books. I recommend them to anyone who is on this path. It really, you know, they're just books, but it really helped me understand what Wicca and paganism is all about, and goddess and all that. That's about it. About 30 seconds left for this video, so I'm gonna wrap it up. Thank you for watching. I hope that you enjoyed it. I wish you love and light, and as always, blessed be.